I met Caleb in the emergency stairwell of a government building in downtown Phoenix. We were both there for a workplace safety certification course. He handed me a bottle of water during a fire drill, and we never really stopped talking after that. He was sweet, quick to laugh, and genuinely curious about everything I said. I didn't just fall for him. I crashed headfirst. His family at first seemed normal. His dad, Henry, was soft-spoken. His younger sister, Macy, adored old vinyls and had this chaotic good energy I loved. But his mother, Evelyn, God, Evelyn was a different species. The first time I sensed something was off, we were at our engagement brunch. Caleb excused himself for the restroom, and Evelyn leaned across the table, still smiling, her lipstick perfect. "I've waited a long time for Caleb to find someone worthy," she whispered. "And I won't let just anyone ruin what I've built." I thought she was joking. She wasn't. After the wedding, her visit started. Uninvited. Always at 6:45 a.m. on weekends. She brought food, yes, but she came to snoop. She'd ask probing questions, poke around the apartment, and then tell Caleb he looked tired. She called him for made-up emergencies. One time, she cried wolf about chest pains. We dropped everything and drove to her place, only to find her watching a soap opera with a bowl of popcorn. Oh, it passed. Stay for lunch. I tried confronting Caleb, but he grew up like this. To him, her manipulation was just mom being concerned. I felt like I was going crazy alone. Then I got pregnant. We didn't even get a chance to tell anyone. Evelyn showed up the next day with a pastel onesie that read, "Nana's favorite," and said, "I just know these things." I hadn't told anyone yet, not even my best friend. That night, I opened Caleb's iPad and noticed repeating calendar alerts. Update mom, every 2 or 3 days. I clicked one. My breath caught. She had Caleb reporting on me. Detailed scheduled calls. About the pregnancy. About my work schedule. My doctor appointments. When I confronted him, Caleb crumbled. "She threatened to disown me," he whispered. "She said if I didn't keep her updated, she'd cut me off completely." He admitted she had access to his passwords. She read our texts. She even installed some family tracking app on his phone. I felt violated. He promised to change everything, new passwords, new phone, stronger boundaries. He called her that night and told her it had to stop. She sounded agreeable, which should have been the biggest warning of all. Within a week, I started getting messages from strangers. "Still selling your ring? Need help finding a divorce lawyer?" Then my coworker pulled me aside and asked if I was okay. Turns out, Evelyn had created fake accounts, impersonated me, and spread rumors I was leaving Caleb. The worst? My boss called me into his office and showed me an email, supposedly from my mother. My mother had died when I was 15. The email said I was unstable, that I was faking my pregnancy for sympathy. It had private details no outsider could possibly know. When we confronted Evelyn with proof, she didn't even blink. "Caleb deserves a real woman. Not some orphan playing house," she said. That broke something in me. But Caleb exploded. I'd never seen him yell like that. "You're sick," he shouted. "You did this to Jessica too, didn't you?" I'd never heard that name before. His ex-girlfriend. Evelyn just smirked. "Ask your father what happened. Ask him why she disappeared." Caleb looked hollow. That night, we ran. We packed bags and booked a hotel. But around 3 a.m., someone tried the door. Caleb looked through the peephole and turned pale. It was his dad, Henry, just standing there. No knocking. No words. Just waiting. We shoved a chair against the door. I gripped the phone like a weapon. Hotel security said he left something for us at the front desk. I begged Caleb not to go, but he needed to see. When he came back, he was holding a manila envelope. Inside were photos of him as a child, and a note from Evelyn. "Family is forever. We forgive you. Come home without her." Then she signed it. Mom, red heart. I started to laugh, the hysterical, exhausted kind of laugh that ends in tears. That same morning, Evelyn began calling. First Caleb, then the hotel, even WhatsApp. By noon, Tara and her boyfriend Knox showed up. Tara shoved snacks in our hands and started pacing. She's off the rails this time, she muttered. Knox stood by the door like a guard. Then came the banging. Open this door right now. Evelyn screamed. This is a family emergency. When Caleb refused, Evelyn shoved the door. The lock held, but she reached through the gap and clawed at my arm. I screamed. She hissed, "You're ruining everything." Tara screamed back. Knox pulled Henry away from Caleb. Hotel staff arrived. Evelyn accused us of kidnapping Caleb and endangering the baby. Police came. Statements were taken. Evelyn was banned from the property. We went to my father's house, retired army, 2 cameras per corner, and no tolerance for crazy. He didn't ask questions. Just poured tea and said, "No one gets past me." But Evelyn found us again. She called every relative she could find. My cousin Elaine said Evelyn told her I was brainwashing Caleb. Aunt Darlene started texting us biblical quotes about obedience and family order. Even worse, Evelyn sent me a fake cease and desist letter, half-typed, half-scribbled, and claimed I was slandering her name. Then someone leaked our drama to a local parenting group. Photos of me, our wedding pictures, were attached to a post asking if I was mentally fit to be a mother. People debated my stability like I was a TV show. The final straw? She came to my father's porch. Again. After dark. And she brought more than just Henry. She brought printed grandparents' rights paperwork with her own name filled in as guardian. "I'll fight for my grandchild," she said, all smug. Dad called the cops. Again. That's when we filed for a restraining order. Court day felt surreal. Caleb didn't sleep. Tara curled my hair with trembling hands. My dad put on a navy suit he hadn't worn since Mom's funeral. We had screenshots, videos, statements, everything. In court, Evelyn gave a performance. Tears. Tissues. Rambling stories about me stealing her son. Then she said, "Ask Caleb what happened to Jessica." And my stomach turned. The judge listened. Patiently. Then turned to me. I told everything. About the spying. The tracking apps. The impersonation. The hotel incident. Caleb spoke next. His voice cracked. "I love my mom. But this isn't love. This is control. And I'm done." Tara added her voice too. "She's hurting people. This has to stop." The judge granted the restraining order. Evelyn screamed, "This isn't over," and had to be escorted out. Outside the courthouse, we stood there for a while. No one said anything. Caleb cried, quietly. My dad held my shoulder. Tara and Knox stood close. And, for the first time, I felt like I could breathe. Not because it was over, but because for once we had drawn a line. And this time it would hold.